Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Local Pundit. Who's ready for the best damn podcast of their life before they go to bed because they have to wake up at stupid o'clock in the morning to watch the game at 4:30? How's everyone doing on a Friday? Yes, we are late. We're early, ready to rock and roll. It is Friday, and it is on the eve of game day. And I took a couple minutes extra because I wanted to listen to Josh Windass after the Parkinson interview, which was great. A lot of information there that we can download. Positive information, as you can see on the thumbnail. Kieffer injury bonus. That is good. We're going to talk about that. We'll talk about what we're going to look like, the squad not being done, and also Parkinson had his say on the 10 million pounds and how that works and what we paid for Broadhead, who is straight into the squad. I don't know if he meant he started, but he said he's straight into the squad. That is a quote. But anyways, thank you for coming in. Please smash a like on the video and subscribe. Share it out to everybody. Become a member. Awesome. The member show yesterday, which was fantastic. And we got the live watch along tomorrow and the game day build up. It is game day tomorrow. I'm super excited about that. And yes, I have moved house again. I will be moving house tomorrow. I will be all over the place, but I will be settled, and I will give an update on that too, because life just lifes, as you know. But there is a lot of people in here already. Evening all. Aaron's here. He's definitely 17th. 3,142. What's going on? Sea Lord. Gene's in here. Leapin's here. Steve Barton with his $5 super chat. Josh's Lettuce has now become the Local Pundit landmark, sponsored by Clairol. In a deft marketing move to offset Just for Men marketing momentum. Well, you know what? If that's worth $5 for my hair, I'll give it. Maybe I'll start a whole new regime. I don't know. And Matt Al is asking if Walsh Techie's going tomorrow. He got a ticket. So anyways, JD Wood, it's Friday and I'm broke from buying these kits. JD Wood, you know what? You got to go 6 to midnight. Got to get all the kits, man. Ruth's in here. Nicole's in here. JFG, what's going on? Let's go. Good end of the week for everyone. Yes, I will. Let's dive into the show. And it's a Friday night special. So make sure you have your say. Get involved as well, because we are literally, less than 24 hours. I don't know how many, less than 12 hours, I think, away from the game. So I'm excited about that. But all right, so Parky's press conference was a banger, and I don't mean like it was crazy and all this shit. I'll tell you this, but I got to say Parkinson gave up a lot of stuff in regards to, hey, Kieffer Moore, not as bad as we thought. That is fantastic news. That is fantastic news. He said Kevin Mulholland is working on it right now, getting the swelling down, and it's not as bad as they thought, which is great for us. So that is good news. That is a positive, because Kieffer Moore is going to be a stud for us. Trust me, with everyone that's coming around him. I'm really pumped about that. I thought last week in the match, he played fantastic. He was one of the best players on the pitch. And now bringing in Nathan Broadhead and Windass, I think it's fantastic. So that is the best news we can talk about. And he also mentioned Rathbone too. He said Rathbone isn't as bad as they thought. They're trying to get the swelling down in those ligaments as well. So good. I think this is fantastic news. The crowd, so the team is growing and gelling. That's what we need. It's a couple weeks, whatever. I don't think that means we have to go back after a bigger striker. Another striker into the market, and we can put that money somewhere else. And Sea Lord coming in straight in hot. And just Sea Lord, the Sea Lording says with a huge super chat. Thank you, my friend. Wow. That is very generous of you. Here's my slightly bladed welcome to Wrexham super chat for the Nathan Broadhead. Well, never late than never. But awesome. Thank you, Matt Sealord. And yes, we did make a signing. And I technically did not do a here we go. So I think this might be spot on. I did one in the car, which wasn't great. So Sealord, I think we're lining up in the same regard to that too, between our ships in the night. So thank you very much, Sealord. Appreciate it. Time Copper says save Max. And predicting Broadhead to start and more on the bench tomorrow, says Dr. J. Let's see. And go against Sealord. What about the rumor that TLP might be wintering in Florida? It might be possible because Jesus H, I'll tell you that. Anyway, so thank you guys. Thank you very much for that super chat. So listen, that's good news on the Kieffer Moore update now, which I really liked. I really like to hear that because you don't want anyone to. It's not a serious injury, and for us to alter our plan. So Parkinson mentioned how important the bench would be, and how important the bench was the other night in the cup game. And also, like I said, we need a depth of squad. I thought we had a little bit of a drop off. Listen, the The Ollie Palmer the other night was absolutely sensational. A sensational Ollie Palmer. So good for him. But we need a little bit more depth. I think we're 2 players away. He said players are possibly going to go out. He mentioned Seb went out, obviously, to Burton Albion, and they really wanted him. They wanted to go play. I think we value him. I think Parkinson really values him. And he also mentioned Mo Fall the other night too, as well. So good on it. I think there's going to be a couple more out. And I think there's going to be maybe 2 more in. I think if we get 2 more in, 1 more center half and 1 more central defensive, 1 central midfielder will be fantastic. Now, on that note, on the transfers, on the eve of the match, Parkinson did mention about Danny Ward. He was asked. I will tell you that the interview was really good. There was a lot of great questions because they were coming from news reporters in there asking good questions. They asked about, and I'll just address. Well, I'll do the Danny Ward, then I'll do Broadhead. He asked about Danny Ward, and he said Danny Ward came in. When Danny Ward came in, he had offers to go to the Premier League to be a 2 or a 3. But he said he preferred to come to Wrexham. He preferred to come to Wrexham because he was going to be the number 1. So sentiment was gone flying out the window. And I love AO. I think AO is our future. But Parkinson made a significant choice to tell him, okay, it looks like Ward coming in was going to be the number 1, and that was the decision that he made. He didn't say that, but he said Parkinson said that he could have gone to the Premier League, Danny Ward, and be a 2 or a 3. And Danny Ward was preferred to come here to Wrexham to be the number 1. Now, he didn't say that, but that was implied, and that's why he started with the championship experience. And I thought there was underlining stuff there, which I thought was pretty impressive, Parkinson. And, we talked about ruthless going into this too. We talked about ruthless going into, I think that's part of it too. So fantastic. By the way, Danny says Sea-Lord right up with Steve Barton. Yes. I mean, the whole entire community, those 2 guys are battling for top spot at the love of the channel. And I appreciate that. And not only, they're not the only guys that do super chat, guys and gals that do that, but which is great. It does support the channel. Trust me, you have no idea how much it does. Josh Anthony, never heard of her. Aaron with the super chat, $1.99, my friend. Awesome. Thank you, dude. Good show yesterday, by the way. So moving on, Parkinson also addressed in his I was going to call it an interview. I'm going to call it his press conference. His press conference that Broadhead. So we agreed to feed with Broadhead 7.5 M's a while ago, and he flat out said that they were waiting to bring a player in. Who'd they bring in? Akpom. So they were waiting on them, and they were very generous with them. So we agreed that fee. And all the news and the hype, and he had a little twinkle in his eye, a little grin. You saw Parkinson knows how to deal with the public and everybody like that. And he was like, "Yeah, we agreed to feed a long time ago, and we were working with them." So that was done a while ago, maybe a week or 2. That was done. Broadhead wanted to come in, and he said it's a great story, and we always have good stories here, obviously. But the Broadhead one was good. So he said that feed was agreed a long time ago. The $10 million, so 10 million pounds. He's like, if we get to the Premier League, if we win the Champions League, all the stuff, all the add-ons were going to be added on there. So you have to give the credit of just like to Parkinson and to Ipswich Town for kind of being tight-lipped. These guys have been doing it a while. They've been doing it a while, so they know what's going on. And the haters are going to hate. It's 10 million pounds, and it was 7.5. But the add-ons are there. So good on him to address that. And he addressed it in a good way where he's like, yeah, I don't think it's quite what you think it is. So really good stuff there too. So I love that Parkinson plays both sides of the media too. But it's really cool. We're in a really good position. Now, on the eve of the game tomorrow, Windass was the player that was spoken about. Oh, sorry, there was the other guy that he had in there too, and he did an interview. And Windass is really savvy, knows what he's doing. He's ready to talk in any sense of the word to the public, which I thought was really good. They mentioned that you scored against West Brom last year, which I thought was pretty cool. I love it. I love. He said we're elevating the squad. He said if I'm on. They asked him about Broadhead too coming in, and he said if I'm on and he's on, but I'll have a little word with him. You can see they're gelling. I think they're all kind of pushing each other in certain ways, which is great. The team is like really doing well. They really doing well to gel. I think we're going to go out tomorrow. We're going to get a win. I think tomorrow we're going to go out and we're going to win, and I think it's going to be a nice kind of relief of our shoulders to get that over the line. And I'll talk about that if we can get that, if we do get over the line. Listen, they're no slouch. They just signed Billick from Birmingham City. So that's something, that they're not, that's going to strengthen that line. So, just be aware that it's going to be a tough game, but I like our chances tomorrow. What do I think the lineup will be? I think it'll be very similar to what we saw. I can actually see Ollie Palmer getting the start or Broadhead getting the start, but sentiment is gone, and we need to be addressed in a way where basically, the team is going to go out and perform. So expect a good performance tomorrow. They want to impress tomorrow for the first game back at the Stoke Ross, even though we played the night in the, we played the other night in the cup. So yes, that Jack Robinson thing is okay. Wayne's up, says morning all. How are you? And Andrew C. Connor Cody is strongly connected to Jack Robinson. Hope that we can get and make that a great, better impact line. I think we do. I think now that he said about the Danny Ward thing, Andrew C., I think there is something to that where essentially I believe you're right. I believe that he's, the sentiment may be gone. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once here. So I think that he's going to go out and do that. And I like the fact that it's been said, I'm going to quote Wonder Boy, that we're not done yet. So we are not done yet. So there's parts to that. I think there's some really good things that are going to happen in the rest of the window. But on the eve of a game tomorrow, be happy where we're at. Enjoy these moments. Yes, I know I bitch and complain about waking up at stupid o'clock in the morning, but it's worth it. We are in such a great position. Free Pug says, if we pay him 10 M's, it's because we moved up again. I hope we pay him 10 M's. I hope we do. Great interview today. I think so. I agree with you, Steve. I think they're really good interviews. And that Jack Robinson, man, okay, Nikki D. Kyogo's part. I don't know what that means, but okay. I'm sure there's more there. A lot of fans I spoke with after the Hull match doubts on AO. Is it nerves? Does it not being first choice have a negative mental impact on his performance? He looks very ropey. That's a possibility, but I'm sure Parkinson had a conversation with him before it happened. So, you got to just trust this process and see what else is going on in regards to how they perform over the season. I mean, it's going to be a long season. We're one game into the season, and we're one game into the cup. So, it's the start of it. It's the start of a season that there's going to be a lot of fun, and there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. And granted, right now, we're just page 2 of this. Basically, we're literally in page 2. So, Dave Pikey says Parkey looked like he had a few in the turf before the interview. Dave, you can't say that. Or maybe you can. I don't think he did, but okay, that's your opinion. Hip Karma says great to have an actual journos asking questions in these press conferences. I agree with you too. How you doing, Hip Karma? Great to see you. Who's bothering me here? 1 second. Yeah, I got to grab that in a minute, but okay, I'll do that in a second. We're almost done with the show too. It's going to be a quick one because I got to go to bed because I got to wake up at stupid o'clock. Remember, game day buildup. Hour before, Ken and Aaron is gonna be sorting that out, and then right after that, right into the watch along. And so it's gonna be a fun day tomorrow. I'm pumped about that. Make sure you are subscribed and have your bells on so that can happen too. So really good. I'm excited about the game tomorrow, and I think we're gonna do well. Dan Moore says, "Evening all. I'm sorry I'm late. You are not late, my friend. We're a bunch of effing winners," says Sean Deasy. And Mindo, Ollie's a legend, but pretty clear he wasn't championship level player up to the point he scored. Well, listen, you got to give Ollie his flowers. He did great. You have to give him his flowers. He did great, and that's all you can do. And you know what? Support the club until the end. Like, and that's what we should do. I got a lot of stick for at the 89th minute or whatever, not thinking we're going to win the match. I mean, bullshit. Christ. I mean, we had a miracle tonight. That's what Wrexham does. Goonies never say die. Wrexham never say die. So it is what it is. So going tomorrow in the game is going to be fantastic. And found the links between the players as posted on Discord to be fascinating. Lots of connections in the squad. Yes. And Reliable Express says all the sub looked poor, didn't they? Gave up 2 quick goals. Well, I mean, we won the game, Reliable. We won the game. And Bruce says, 88 watching, not as many likes. Hit that like button and feed the algorithm. Yes, Bruce. Please do that. Please do that. But again, a real quick show. I'm pumped about tomorrow. I think my starting line will be Danny Ward, Kakache. It'll be what's his name on the 1 second here. I do have to get this one. This one I do have to get. Oh, okay. I'm still muted. Sorry, live show. So I think it's going to be Danny Ward, Kakache, Brunt, Connor Cody. On the right, it's going to be Max. And I think if Longman is fit, I think he starts the game. Thank you, everybody. I want a refund. It'll be I think Longman will start over Barney. In the middle of the park, it'll be Windass, Dobson, and Windass, Dobson, and I also think it's going to be Matty James. Up front, I think he'll probably go with Broadhead. I think he's going to go with Broadhead. Yeah, I think he's got Broadhead with Windass up front. That's what I think he's going to do. I think he's going to throw him right in the squad. I really do. So it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a really good game, and it's going to be a really strong. West Brom are always there and thereabouts. So we got to be aware of how strong they are. So, I'm up early. I'm ready to rock and roll. Again, it's a Friday night, and there's so much going on with this club. I'm so happy to be a part of this too, and I know all of you too. I don't think we're done at the transfer market, but it's the eve of game day, and you can't. What else can we ask for at this point? What else can we ask for? So. All right, I'm going to get out of here and let everyone get back to their Friday afternoon. Because I have to get to bed early, obviously, because I'm up early. So smash that like button, share out. Sorry for the interruption right there, too. I'll explain that down the road to everybody. But sorry for the interruption. And, shoot the rehearsal. That's what we do here. Just have that bell on because, this is going to be great. So big game tomorrow. Game 2, match day 2. Wrexham versus West Bromwich Albion at the Stoke Rouse. And it's going to go gangbusters. They're going to go bangers. Oh, my God. I was just about to get out of here. Steve Barton. TLP, the hat, Sea Lord. Tip of the hat to the Sea Lord. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Steve Barton and Sea Lord are like competing like you in a good way to support the channel. And I love it. And basically on that bombshell, wow, all of you are fantastic. And like I said, I'm blushing because, we work so hard at putting a good show together, and to have the support from all of you in Steve Barton and Sea Lord and everyone else that contributes, it's so very good. So thank you all very much. You have Steve Barton, an absolute legend. And, the lettuce of the match will go to him. Tip of the hat to the Sea Lord. Just competing there in a positive way. Love y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. My phone is phoning at this point. Jesus, it's still phoning. My phone is still phoning. What's going on here? Oh my God. All right. I just hope the TLP uses it once for good. Everything. I'll say this. Everything goes right back into the show. Everything goes right back into the show. Right back in the show. Gentlemen, thank you for the support of the community, Steve and Sea Lord. And how do I support your show? Mark Catch, just become a subscriber and a member if you want, and that's great. And just being here in general is great. So just being here in general. Steve and Sea Lord are just they're overly generous. Mark Catch, I think you're new to the show. However, I don't know. Get into the Discord and we'll talk. DM me, we'll talk. But fantastic. And he uses it for a lifetime supply of hair dye. I do, actually. All right, I'm going to get out of here because I can go on forever because I can. I can just go with the chat with all. Josh, I'm looking forward to watch on tomorrow. Oh, I'm pumped up for the watch on tomorrow. We're going to go. It's going to be 6 to midnight, ready to rock and roll. 4:30, and I'll be ready. I'll be caffeinated. I'll have a good sleep. It's going to be a fast one. So a fast sleep, but it's going to be a good sleep. And it's game day. We're back. We're absolutely back. Thanks for coming in. And on that bombshell, we'll see y'all soon.